Welcome back to Peak to Middle School. I am your sexy, sexy host, Kyle, and I'm sitting here with John.
Yeah. I'm going to legally change my name.
To what?
Mick.
Why?
We've talked about
I know,
this
you've
in
talked
the
about
past.
this for a
I just
while.
like that name better. And, I've thought my alias is Narwhal, which I like.
Mm-hmm.
But I've decided now that when we introduce and it's like, oh, John this, John that,
Okay.
I just don't like the sound. It doesn't
What's
roll
wrong
off
with
the
John?
tongue. It's nothing wrong with it. I just have decided, and I'm declaring now that at some point, maybe for content for a video, like that would be a good video, and I can
What,
already see
changing
the
your
title.
name?
I legally changed my name for no reason in parentheses.
But there's a reason, though.
There's not, though. It's just for a video. Well,
That's
I guess
the
that's a reason.
There you
but
go. There's a reason for everything, I think.
What about like?
What's something that has no reason?
What about like if you spill ketchup on yourself?
There's a reason for that, because you weren't paying attention and you spilled it on yourself.
No, well, sure, that's the cause of it, but like, is there like a purpose? When we say reason, I'm thinking of a underlying purpose of it all.
A purpose, okay.
So is there a purpose for everything?
Yeah, changing your shirt. Maybe that wasn't a good look on you. You need a different shirt. The other day,
No,
I
but
spilled
sometimes-
chocolate ice cream on my white shirt, and I was like, maybe I should stop wearing white.
No, but that's wrong. It was a good look on you.
I know.
Good.
Most things are a good look on me. As I said,
So
I'm
then what was
sexy
the
Kyle.
purpose of you spilling that ice cream? Some things just happen, Kyle. I don't think they have a purpose.
That's the earth telling me something. It's telling me this podcast is going to be big, and it's also telling me that you guys should leave a review on the podcast Apple Podcast app.
You should, and you should rate it 5 stars, and you should also subscribe to our YouTube channel. We have 1,070 subscribers now.
Wow, big day.
Also, I think we're going to do like a 1,000 subscriber, like funniest moments compilation. So let us know your favorite moment.
Compilation?
That's the word.
No, I said compilation.
That's what I said.
You said compilation.
What
I said
you?
compilation.
Oh, okay.
Move on.
I
The
didn't
joke
get it.
didn't
I was like,
land.
we're saying the same thing.
Yeah.
Guys, a few weeks ago, we did this episode where we went on the Craigslist misconnections page.
Oh, yeah. Did you make one?
Well, I kind of want to make one right now.
Really?
But it's not for like a woman or anything romantic like that.
That's not fun. Okay, what's
But
it
like,
for?
are we allowed to do ones if it's more of just like a person who I want to be a friend with?
Sure.
Okay, so there's this guy.
You just like saw somebody?
Yeah, like, so I'll give you the backstory, but
okay.
then can you help me draft something?
Of course.
Live on the show.
Of course I can.
Okay, so at the gym, there's this one guy that for over a year now, year and a half probably, I swear every time I go, not every time, 90% of the time I go, he's there. And usually I think so this guy's jacked. He's this big, just like.
John loves to see a big jack guy.
He's probably like, I don't know, 6'2", but just like almost bodybuilder level of jacked.
Dreamy.
And like pretty pale. Like if you were a bodybuilder.
Excuse me?
He would look like you kind of.
Yeah, I'm also 6'2".
But anyways, I see him there all the time, and I think it's because I think he's probably spends like 4 hours in the gym. Like this guy just doesn't leave the gym.
I can't do that shit.
But for some reason, every time I go there, when you just like keep making eye contact with the same person throughout like a whole duration, and it's not on purpose.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel
it seems like it is. It seems like you're drawn to him.
No, like maybe, but
that's the universe telling you that you need to like.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
every time I see him, we make eye contact, and even it's just for like a split second, but it's happened so many times that I have to imagine he has also realized like this is the guy that I always make eye contact with.
See, maybe he says the same thing. Maybe on his podcast, he's like, "Oh my god, this guy, he's like 6 feet. He's always."
I'm not talking seductively about this guy.
Well, I don't know.
He's
but
not
maybe
dreamy.
he is.
He's
Maybe
just,
he is.
He's
But,
just
this
a
guy, he's
normal
got
guy.
the nicest beard I think I've ever seen.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know. I just know that. Point being, this guy seems like a nice guy. When you see someone, they just seem like they have like a nice. They just seem nice.
Yeah.
And usually when I see a bodybuilder, I think that they're probably like not fun to hang out with.
Okay.
They're probably like too intense and just like, I don't know, screaming and stuff. But this guy seems like the guy that would like want to kick back and just like chill. And I'd be like, all right, he just seems like a bro.
You're like envisioning a life with this guy.
No, I'm envisioning him as a friend. Like I think he seems like he'd be fun for our
the
friends
rest of
to
your
hang
life
out
with this guy as a man, as friends.
Sure. And anyways, I also have this feeling that there's this sense of mutual respect between him. Like I get the feeling that he knows that he's more skilled than me in the gym. No, listen.
He looks at, he's like, I'm better than you.
Yeah, like he knows he's better than me,
Yeah.
but he always sees me working.
He respects your hustle.
And I think he respects my grind, and he's like, maybe in 5 years, if this guy takes steroids and eats a lot more and works out way harder, he could be me. So he sees sees
your
himself
potential.
in me.
Okay. I don't really know where to take this.
So point being, I think I want to befriend this guy, but I never like to talk to people at the gym.
You don't even need Craigslist for this, dude. You could just talk to this guy. Say, hey, you look really cool. We always make eye contact. I always like watching you work out.
No,
we could
that
be friends.
sounds super fucking weird.
But that's the honest truth.
Yeah, but a lot of times the honest truth sounds weird.
But you're the one that said, let's just be completely honest all the time. Like, if you want to like talk to a girl, like, hey, I think you're really attractive. Let's go out. You need to say it to this guy. Hey, I love the way your body looks.
It's not about his body. He just happens to be jacked.
I love the way you work out. I want to be with you.
You're turning this into something it's
No,
not.
I'm not. Okay, then tell me what you would say to him. Tell me.
I just be like, hey.
Or tell me how you feel about him. No, don't tell me what you would say to him.
Okay.
How do you feel about this man?
I think this guy is a hard worker.
Okay.
He seems like he'd be fun to hang out with, and he seems chill and not like egotistical, but also successful at getting his body to an extreme level. Which is, I think those don't go hand in hand a whole lot.
Okay.
And this guy,
I think you gotta open your heart to him.
Like a bro, just like, hey, what's up, man? How's it been, bro? Like, you been doing good? Oh, good. You know, and everyone needs a bro like that.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I think you just gotta shoot your shot. It's 2020, John. You gotta shoot your shot.
There is no shooting shots when it comes to just random dudes.
Why not?
That's not the phrase. It's just
You can shoot your shot in many different ways. You can shoot your shot with a friend. You can shoot your shot with like a significant other. You can shoot your shot with like, hey, grandma. That's shooting your shot.
So should I not put this on the misconnections page?
I don't think so. I think this is you just got to shoot your shot.
Oh,
because you know where you can find him. Like, it's not like you just saw him walking into Home Depot one time and you're like, I missed this guy. Like I wish I could go back.
Okay, but
maybe he's a fan of the show. Maybe that's why he always looks at you, and he's always thinking, man, I wish I could talk to John. He seems so cool. And then he's gonna listen to this right now, and he's like, dang, I'm gonna like step up to John and say hi.
I will say there was one time at the gym when this guy it would be different if it was like a truly random fan encounter, which we've never had like a actual random fan encounter. If you ever see us, guys,
say hi.
Like, say hi. That'll make me feel. If you're the first ever random fan encounter in person, I'll remember it for the rest of my life.
Me too. Didn't you have some fan encounter like a long time ago from YouTube?
Dude, I went and visited my friend at her name's Hannah Ray, and I went and visited her at her college because we're both into like photography and stuff. And like we were shooting photos and stuff all day, and like that night at like 11, we went into like we were freshmen, I think, and she had like where like the freshmen hang out, there's like a little common area in the dorm sort of where there's like couches and stuff. And I walk in there with her, like I don't know anyone. We were just hanging out and she was like introducing me. And this guy's like, oh shit, you're the Narwhal on YouTube, right? And I was like, what? And he's like, you make YouTube videos. And I was like, yeah. How'd you know? Like I thought maybe she told him, but she didn't even know this guy. And this guy was like, oh, I've seen some of your videos.
Oh, that's
I was
sick.
like, how? He's like, I don't know.
Damn.
Like, okay.
You just went into her room and just like jerked off to the thought of that?
No,
not
at all.
I wouldn't do that either.
Actually. Yeah, no, that was actually the only time that night. Like I was driving home back to my college, but I got so tired. That was the only time that I've ever pulled off the road and slept in my car because I thought I was going to get in a crash.
Well, good for you for doing that.
Yeah.
Don't sleep and drive, guys.
I feel like I've been talking 95% of this episode so far.
Nah. There's been times where like I don't talk for like a long I don't know why.
Well, it's because I dominate the conversation.
Yeah, fuck you.
I don't give you a chance to.
You're gonna be a dominatrix. John's like the type of person that starts whipping people. He just wants to whip that guy in the gym. He wants him to whip him into shape.
Yeah, if that guy screamed in my face to work harder, like if he just every time I was at the gym, if his only job was to yell at me, I'd be way more fit than I am right now.
What if I yelled at you?
No.
His voice cracked. Do I motivate you?
No, not at all. You are the least motivating person I've ever met in my whole life.
Why?
You don't
I'm
have
motivational.
No, you're not.
Why?
Dude, you make me want to not work.
But sometimes you need a friend like that.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying you're not a good friend. I'm just saying if I'm trying to like grind mode, like I can't talk to you because like I could be like really serious and then Kyle would be like just say some stupid shit that'll get me out of my zone.
Yeah.
Which is good.
I like to move people out of their zones.
Yeah.
I like to shift zones.
But like if I'm doing 30 days of hell and I'm in like the middle of the hardest workout of my life and Kyle's like farts or something.
Papa John's or something.
Yeah, Kyle's going to be like, guys, how about we just go get Papa John's? Like no one's going to know.
Yeah.
No one's going to know if we don't finish this.
Yeah, you guys should go back and watch that video.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. Kyle was in it for like no, you were in for like 4 of the days or 3 of the days.
Yeah, I did that running day where I almost shit my pants. And then 4:48, which was just the worst 48 hours.
4 miles. We ran 4 miles every 4 hours for 48 hours straight.
And then a couple months later, we ran a marathon.
Yeah.
And I have run like 4 times since.
Dude,
it's been over a year, and I've run probably 4 times.
It's crazy how like I thought that. So after we finished the marathon, you and I both were like, I have no desire to run for a while.
Yeah. But in my head, I wanted to do it again. Like I wanted to do. I think I still do, but the actual act of doing it sounds like the worst thing ever.
Yeah. I think I could do better if I did another marathon. I could get a better time, but it's funny because that desire to run has still yet to come back. Like I thought maybe after 5-6 months I'd get it. Yeah. It's been over a year now.
Yeah.
A year and a couple months.
I know. I used to go on runs that were like 10 miles.
Yeah.
And like I can barely run like 3.
Yeah. Dude, that's actually crazy. Yeah, because there was a point when like you and I, we ran together. We could run like 12, 13 miles without stopping.
On the marathon, I think together we ran the first, 10 or 11 miles together. And then I stopped to eat my like gummy things. Those were bullshit, dude. I don't know why I ate those. They were disgusting. They made me like sick to my stomach. I just thought that they would give me some sort of burst of energy, and they didn't. And then I didn't see John again.
See, with the marathon, I knew that as soon as I stopped for the first time,
I knew that too.
I knew it. It's always harder to get going.
Oh yeah.
Whereas if I just kept going, yeah, but like, oh guys, like none of you are gonna know.
Some of them might.
But there was this one hill during the marathon.
God.
There was one hill at like mile 12.
There were a couple hills though.
Well, yeah, but the one in particular, it was so long. It was like a 45-degree angle for at least like what?
It was like
a mile.
It was like a half mile. But that's a long time. That's like 2 laps around a track uphill.
Yeah, man.
And after you've run like 11 miles. And that's not even halfway. And like John and I, you guys can watch the marathon video it's a long time ago, but like we were at the point where, so John and I started later than everybody else. So we were running with more of the half marathon people. And so when I get up to the top of that hill, everyone's happy because they're like done. And I'm the one that like peels off to the left to go continue my marathon course. And everyone's like high-fiving each other that they're finishing. And I'm just like, fucking people, I fucking hate everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At least you didn't lose to the joggler.
Yeah. I dusted him at the end.
Yeah. Wait, so going back to my whole this guy that I think would be
your guy problem.
That would be a good friend.
Mm-hmm.
Do I not put this on the misconnections page?
You can.
Do I save? I
think
wait.
You just do it. If you imagine how awkward that would be if he like found that.
Okay, how about I will make it my mission within the next like month. I'll talk to this guy at the gym.
Okay. Do you ever talk to people at the gym?
No. That's the thing. It's not even like I don't have an issue with talking to people. It's just that at the gym, I'm in my zone, and I feel like
everyone has their headphones in.
Yeah, this guy has his headphones in. He's clearly in the zone. Like he lives in the gym. So
yeah.
But
I got complimented on my shoes the other day.
Your gym shoes or just shoes?
Just my gym shoes. I have like Metcon 2s or something.
Okay.
And I was just like benching, and I got up from my set, and I was just sitting there. And this guy walks up to me. He's like, "Hey man, what are those shoes?" I was like, I don't know. Like, I didn't remember what they were. I was like, Metcon, like 2s or something. He goes, "Oh, sweet. Thanks, man." And then walked away. So that made me feel good. Yeah. But then I was like self-conscious. I was like looking at my shoes.
You were self-conscious?
Yeah. Like sometimes when people complimenting you, like you start looking and you're like, do I look good?
But they just told you look good.
Yeah, it's like a
reverse.
Yeah, it's like reverse. It's like I'm looking at myself. I'm like, damn, I do have nice shoes.
And
but like if someone were to be like,
I better maintain these nice looking shoes.
Yeah, I can't scuff them up.
No. Okay. Well, how about this? I will talk to this guy at some point.
Okay.
Whenever I do, we'll discuss how that conversation went.
All right. Bring him on the podcast.
And
guy from gym.
And I will promise you guys, I will find a girl to do a misconnections post about.
Yeah.
At one point or another.
I'm still waiting for like somebody on the bus. You know, going to work. But there's not a lot of hotties in the bus.
There's a lot of crackheads
just
on
the
bus.
people shooting heroin and just, regular other people going to work.
Yeah. Is crackhead like a like a term that's like not allowed anymore somehow?
I mean, it's definitely offensive.
But like everyone says crackhead still. Like, you know how there's certain phrases that they're bad, but it's like depending on the time period you could say it. Like the R word when we were in like fifth grade was like just normal.
The F-A-G word.
Yeah, that was like
that you don't say anymore.
Well, I mean, you probably not that you ever should have said any of these words, but like culturally they weren't as horrible.
Right.
And I feel like crackhead is still okay.
Yeah. I just
like it's a fun word to say.
Sure.
Like crackhead is fun.
I think it's harder to defend crackheads. Like, you know what I mean? Like you can if you're going to call somebody the R word, like it's mean because this person can't,
it's mean for a lot of reasons.
It is mean for a lot of reasons. And it's like, I don't know where I'm trying to go with this.
It's something like these people can't control. Like it's a disability.
Yeah, you can't control. It's a disability. And but a crackhead, it's like they decided to do it.
Yeah, it's still, I mean, it's,
know.
Yeah.
It is sad though, because it's like they're addicted to crack.
Yeah, and it's not like it's different because they're addicts. So it's not like they're wanting to do this. Yeah. They're like addicted to it.
But like calling someone a pothead.
No one cares though.
I mean, people care.
If I call Shim a pothead, he's like, yeah. He's like, yeah, I am.
Yeah, some people might, but some people would be offended by that.
But I think crackhead is a lot more negative because...
Yeah, but pothead is negative too because that like basically says like you don't do anything, you sit around and eat chips and like smoke weed.
Yeah.
But like there's so much more to being a pothead nowadays. People are like actively living their lives high all the time.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Which is
it's weird because you're allowed to call people stoners and it's not really bad.
Mm-hmm.
But pothead is somehow worse.
Yeah, but crackhead, it's never in good connotation.
No. But it is kind of fun to say though.
Yeah, I mean that's gonna be the Kraken fans. We're all gonna be the crackheads heading to the crack house.
Yeah, so as long as the Kraken are a team, I don't see the term crackhead being canceled anytime soon.
Yeah, and I know that the team is gonna try so hard to not like have that happen, and like they're gonna ban all like crack house and like crackhead signs, but
yeah,
we're gonna persist.
I think it's also partly the reason that word is like popular is because of the crackhead community.
Okay,
is like so out there.
They're kind of fun.
Yeah, crackheads are like, ooh, like the local crackhead is
Whoa, he just like triple backflipped and like landed on his head, but he's good.
Yeah,
popped back up.
They're
like
kind of
superpowers.
In a way, it is. Not that it's like a cool superpower to have, but
as much as like I don't ever want to do drug, and I'm never gonna do crack. I can pretty much honestly say I will never do crack. Knock on wood, in case something happens. But
yeah.
I would love to not love, but I just want to experience like bath salts, like the ones that turn you into a zombie,
the
that
weird
make
ones.
you eat people and like you get shot but you're fine.
Yeah, I mean, I would love if I could try a drug but know that
you'll be okay.
I'm not gonna get addicted and that like in a couple hours I'll be back to square one.
Yeah,
but that's just not how the drugs work. It's like usually there's gonna be some underlying urge to do it again or something.
Yeah, I think I would try all of them. But
yeah, if I could just...
As long as I didn't die and didn't get addicted, I'd try.
Yeah, dude, how cool would that be if there was like pills that were literally the same as like vitamin D or calcium pills. You just had your
crack pill.
Heroin, crack, whatever.
Your multivitamin, your vitamin D, your crack, your meth.
Yeah, and you could just try it in a couple hours. You could just like, because they say heroin feels amazing, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you could just do the pill version. Maybe if you want the real heroin, you got to actually do it. But if you want to get like a kind of like
a heroin light,
Yeah, it's heroin light where you can you can watch the real NFL games, or I could watch the XFL if I.
Yeah.
It's like the XFL of heroin.
All right, but the XFL is pretty cool.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if you've never watched football, it's still going to be cool to watch the XFL.
Okay. Well, shout out to The Rock for buying the XFL.
Did he buy it for $2?
What?
I thought he bought. I saw something about how he had in his office, he has $2 bills hanging up because that's how much he bought the league for.
What?
Dude, there was some article.
I didn't know that.
Well, okay,
He's got the Rona,
that's
though.
definitely not true because I don't know how he would have bought it for $2. But I did see a post. I'll actually look it up. The Rock in his office has two $1 bills hanging up in his office, and it symbolizes something.
Probably the first dollar he's made doing something.
The Rock. What do I even search? Dollars in office. I think what it was about is that he had $2 to his name when he first made it big. When he first got signed to the WWE, he had $2 left in his bank account.
Dude, he's done so many different things.
Yeah.
He was in the WWE. He tried to play in the NFL.
Wasn't
he played in college? He played in college. He played at the U.
Yeah.
And then
did he ever make it to the NFL or no?
I think he might have been preseason training camp, but I don't think he actually made it.
What position was he? Do you know?
He was a D tackle or something.
Oh, dude, him is a defensive end or something.
Well, he was, but clearly wasn't very good.
If he was good and just that physique, would be crazy.
I mean, that was also before he took steroids, because there's no way he doesn't take growth hormone.
Wait, he takes steroids?
I mean, I don't know. Look at him.
I don't think he takes steroids, dude.
He did, dude. Are you kidding me?
Dude, I think he's just
there's no way he didn't ever take steroids.
But I'm also saying there's some or is he Samoan?
Yeah.
Wow.
Fuck. Yeah, he is.
Okay, there's some Samoan people that are just built different, bro.
I understand that.
There's huge people.
No, I know.
And then there's regular people that take steroids and get huge. I think he's just one of the already huge
But
people.
have you seen the size of his head?
Dude.
His head is 3 of our heads.
I don't know if he's you can kind of look at someone.
Yeah, and see that he's done steroids.
Yeah, and he doesn't look he looks just like a fucking.
Yeah, he is a massive human being. I'm not saying he's actively steroiding. I'm just saying at some point he for sure did.
Okay, maybe at some point. But I think even the jacked version that he is now is just natural.
I don't know.
Okay, wait.
You're thinking a lot of what the human can do. I don't think the human being can really do that.
The guy who's that DN that is known for just six pack.
Oh, you're talking about Sean Oakman?
Yeah. Do you think that's not steroids though?
No.
That guy's just built different.
Yeah, he is. But The Rock, if you were to see The Rock in pads right now, you would see how big he actually is. Also, Sean Oakman, really sad story is, I think, I may be saying this incorrectly. I'm pretty sure this is true. But after that whole picture came out or whatever, there was some fake sexual assault that he was accused of.
Mm-hmm.
And so that took away his NFL career, and it was proven to be wrong.
Yeah, I remember hearing about that.
Yeah.
That
and it happened to a couple other people too.
Yeah, when he should have been, because I mean at this point it's been quite a few years since he played football, but I remember when he could have been pro, he was going through the midst of all these fake allegations and shit.
That's terrible. And I hope that people go to jail that make fake accusations like that. Because I've heard of stories where they don't get any consequences for that. And you just ruined a whole person's life. He could have made millions of dollars.
Yeah. Well, did you see Justin Bieber and his wife have launched counter lawsuits against every, I don't know how they could do every, but they say they've officially launched counter lawsuits against people who make fake allegations against Justin Bieber throughout his career.
Damn.
And they have the funds to back that up. So he's actively going out of his way to sue everyone who's said shit that he's done to them.
I mean, that's kind of dope. But also, he could get carried away, and there are things that maybe did happen, and because he's on this role of...
Yeah, but he knows what he did and didn't do in his mind, so he could just...
Yes, but he also could, because now people are backing him and he didn't do anything bad, and now he could just go after everybody ever that said anything bad at him, whether or not it was true. You get what I'm saying?
Not really.
So, he could have done things.
Yeah, but I'm saying if there's...
And he could have...
Things that are real...
I understand.
These people are... If people file lawsuits and it's real, they should have some sort of evidence to back it.
But there could be no evidence. I mean, there's a lot of times there's no evidence.
Yeah, but that's in those cases, then no one's going to win. But I'm saying he's going against the people that are making up just straight up lies.
Yeah, that's great. But I'm just saying there could be mixed in some real things.
Sure, but if there's no evidence, no one's ever going to know what's real and what's not real.
I know, and that's what sucks about a lot of things, and it ends up you just take someone's word for it.
You have to. What are you supposed to do?
I know, and that sucks.
Unless someone's going to get evidence of every single thing you do in your day-to-day life, which is never going to happen.
I mean, I think it is happening. Like, they could if they wanted to. They could just be like, yeah, we actually have been tapping your phone forever.
Oh, I mean, yeah. But I just meant like your average person. Like if your girlfriend, your ex-girlfriend wanted to say that like
you cheated on me,
you slapped her and you never did.
Mm-hmm.
Who's going to...
I hate...
Dude, that domestic... I'm not... Like, there's real domestic abuse a lot. That's a real issue.
That's terrible.
But there's also a shit ton of people that make up domestic abuse stories.
It's such bullshit.
And there's nothing you can... Like, if your ex-girlfriend says you punched her, what are you supposed to do? You're like, no, I didn't punch her.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, well, she has this bruise here.
And they're more likely to take her word for it than yours.
Yeah.
Sucks,
dude, but... It also sucks being a woman who gets like raped and
and like you're afraid for your life walking down the street at night. So
yeah, bro. Like, this is gonna sound really dumb, but I guess I was just immature. But like, I didn't realize until I got to college, the thought of like women having to think differently about when they walk out in the street never even crossed my mind. And maybe it's just because I just grew up like too sheltered, but I didn't even think about like, cause I vividly remember there was a time when this girl was like, oh, well, like, I don't know what the scenario was, but I just remember a girl was like, oh, I can't go to this thing cause like I can't walk out on the street alone tonight. Cause where I went to college, it wasn't like the safest area. And she was like, oh, I can't go to this party or I can't go to this place tonight because it's like 11 p.m. and it's dark and I can't walk there alone. And I was like, holy shit. Like women can't just walk out alone at nighttime.
Yeah.
And it blew my mind because guys like never really have to worry about that.
I know. And it's the same. A lot of people are realizing that about like black people too. And like what it's like to be pulled over by the cops or just be walking on the street at night with your hood on.
Yeah.
And like so many bad things have happened. A lot of people don't even consider that because they're white or, you know, whatever. And they don't even think about that.
Yeah. I mean, I don't like when I see a cop, I don't have any sense of, oh shit.
Yeah. I
feelings.
mean, you do to an extent, but it's not like if one's driving me behind me, I'm like, oh crap, don't pull me over.
Yeah, but it's like that's it.
But I'm not afraid for my life, and it's really sad that people are.
Yeah, or if I'm just like walking and I like see a cop at like, I don't know, if I'm just outside and there's a cop, not even in his car, just like a cop in like a uniform, I'm never worried.
No.
But like, so I can't imagine what it's like. Well, I mean, I can try to imagine what it's like to just like every time you see a cop, you're like, well, here we go.
I know
what's gonna happen,
and it's terrible.
Have you heard about? So this is like not really related, but we were just talking about like different races and stuff, and I saw this post on TikTok, and it was this guy who was like, hey, it was this black guy, and he's like, it was fun. The thing that sucks is like if someone has a genuine question about like a race thing now, I just felt bad because this guy had to preface this question in his video with like 7 lines of, this is a genuine question. I'm not trying to be racist. Like, I'm serious. This is honest. Like, and like I think it's so fucking stupid that someone can't ask a question about race without having to preface it for 10 minutes, hoping to not get canceled.
Mm-hmm. I would agree.
Like I get that he's doing it. He's being smart, but to me, if I had a question about like black people and I wanted to ask it, I would also make sure to preface it with like, this is a genuine question. But I think it's so annoying that you have to do that now.
Yeah.
Just so, like, it's a fucking question. Yeah. But anyways, that's beside the point. His question was, white people. To us, white people have a wet white person smell. So he's like, when white people are wet, they smell really weird. And he said, 1, have you guys ever noticed that? And 2, do black people like smell different to you, or does anyone, maybe it's other white people, or like when people are wet, do they smell different?
What?
And he said, so I think he said he's from the South, and like in the South it's like known, it's like a known thing.
Well, everyone
like,
probably smells down there, just in general.
But he said like it's a common phrase. Wet white people is common down there.
Really?
But he was asking like maybe if you're from a different part of the country or like a different part of the world, is that a thing or is that not a thing at all?
Okay. I've never heard of that ever. What does it smell like? I wonder.
I feel like it's like, when I think of white people, I think of like baby powder for some, like when I think of the smell of like a white person, I kind of think of like this chalky, gooey kind of.
I was thinking like chalk, like wet pavement or like.
And I don't really know why.
Yeah.
I think I grew up, like one of my friends growing up, like to avoid chafing would like use baby powder.
Really?
That's a thing, you know?
Yeah.
Like if you're like
growing up,
overweight,
like how old were they?
I mean like middle school.
Damn.
Like if you're overweight and you don't want to chafe, you put in like.
Have you ever chafed like bad before?
No, not like Andy Bernard.
No Nard dog. Yeah, I was like concerned during the back to the marathon, but like I had this like special stick that I was like rubbing on myself. It's like this like deodorant kind of thing that you like rub on your armpits so you don't chafe.
Yeah, I didn't even like really think about it, but I never chafed.
Because I ran shirtless one time and I chafed bad on my my armpits.
Yeah. But I don't know what wet white people smell like. But I also don't think I've been swimming with enough like different groups of people to know if different people smell different when they are wet.
I also don't smell people.
Yeah, like I will say I've never noticed that like my black friends smell different when they swim.
Well, you also don't have a good sense of smell.
I don't, but I guess if this is such a common thing, then it must be noticeable enough to smell even if you can't smell very well.
Yeah, I'm just gonna blame the southern white people. Because oftentimes they give us a bad rep.
Why do different like people smell differently?
What do you mean?
Like, so what is it? If we have to try and break it down with our science background that we have, and all of our knowledge,
our PhDs, and
why would white people smell differently when they get wet? Is it based on like the deodorant they wear, or like
maybe
the clothes?
Maybe they have different brands of things, like.
But that's the thing. When they're swimming, their clothes aren't there. Their clothes are elsewhere. So like when you're swimming, you're like close to naked.
Yeah,
so
but
does it literally come out of your skin?
Maybe it's enzymes. I don't know.
Is it like literally your biological smell?
It could
is
be
just worse.
It could be like the type of hair, because like your hair. Maybe it's more body hair, or like the type of hair because it's like less. Maybe it's straighter. I don't know, dude.
Yeah.
I don't fucking know. I as a scientist though, that's what I would say.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. I'll be running some experiments. I'll get back to you.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Sweet. But yeah, guys, what else is new? What's been going on? The Phase 5 video will be out on Wednesday, and I want you guys to support the shit out of that.
Yeah, I'm gonna support hard.
Kyle and I spent for an hour and a half before we started recording this episode today. We had Matt come over and help us film some stuff for it. We got some cool Instagram photos.
This is gonna be a great. If you guys were to subscribe to Patreon for any month, this would be a great month because the behind the scenes video I think is going to be great of like some of the things we were talking about while Matt was filming.
Yeah, so there's like, if you're not into video stuff, there's like, I'll just give you guys some insight. So B-roll is a term that we use for anything that goes over the top of like a voiceover or something. So in this video, I needed some extra B-roll of footage of the podcast. So I do a voiceover that's like, oh, this emotional, intense thing.
I want this so bad.
Yeah, and then I needed clips to back up what I was saying. So I had Matt come over, but like the audio from those clips doesn't matter because I'm not going to use it. So to make it funny, Kyle and I were just saying like random shit.
We were like having a conversation about
some horrible stuff.
Bad things.
Some involved Kyle's fake alcoholism issues.
Some involved multiple animals.
There's a lot of things with animals that cannot be repeated. There was your old high school teachers were like friends with you now.
Yeah.
It doesn't really make sense. You got to be.
You got to watch it. So check out Patreon.
Yeah,
patreon.com/PIMS podcast.
Do you know what do you know what TIFU stands for? It's like a little like LOL.
Let me try.
TIFU. Because I don't know, and
this is fucked up. Maybe.
Oh.
I've never heard that in my life.
No, I don't think that fits. Wait, hold on. Let me look.
Read it. Yeah.
Define.
No, wait. Read the sentence. I want to guess.
Well. No, but
Okay,
trust me. You just. Oh, today I fucked up.
Oh, that's close.
Okay, so this is I just saw this and I thought I've never even read this, so this could be shit. We don't know.
All right.
But just the title alone caught my attention. Today I fucked up by demanding that my girlfriend show me where she buried our beans in the woods, causing her to break up with me.
Beans. Is
I
that
don't
like
know.
another word for babies?
No, they buried beans.
Jack and the
I
Beanstalk.
hope. I admit I posted a version of this on the relationship subreddit the other day, but they closed it with no explanation. I assume because they just decided it was fake. Uh-oh. I don't know where we're going with this.
This must be insane.
I can see how they might think that, but this is a true thing that happened and is happening, and now there is more to it because I actually got broken up with over it.
Damn. Fuck. Damn.
Okay. With all that is going on, we had stocked up on supplies. Smart. He's preparing for the apocalypse, including some canned goods.
Sounds white.
I ordered a few weeks ago 30 cans of beans, 10 are black, 10 are kidney, and 10 are pink beans. Also, I ordered 15 cans of chickpeas. I thought this is a reasonable amount of beans and chickpeas to have every now and then.
Good amount of beans.
And would last for quite some time. 30 cans of beans, like, dude, a can of beans goes a long ways.
Yeah, but think about how gross that would be. Like you're on your last meal and it's beans.
Well, but you and I both like beans.
I like beans, but not straight out of the can.
Well, Kyle, this isn't some
Cook my
gourmet
beans.
meal. This is Armageddon over here.
Okay.
This is preparing for the
Yeah,
worst.
I'll eat beans. There's worse things I could eat.
But like, you ever like make tacos and just not realize how many beans you actually made?
you over
I
bean.
always have way too many fucking beans.
That's good though. I like beans.
Yeah, no, the beans are good for leftovers.
Beans are just good.
Do you like refried beans or like black beans?
I mean, I like all beans. Refried beans are better, but they are worse for you.
what is that? What does refried mean? Like, I don't know what that
dude.
means.
There's a bunch of like
Those are just the
lard and-
mushed ones. They're just
Yeah,
mushy.
but I think they add probably like fat in there. I think they're more unhealthy.
Oh, there's more stuff. It's not just mushed up beans.
I'm not a big bean guy. Like
You
I
know,
don't bean a lot.
What I would like is mashed potatoes, but it's just mashed beans. So it's like refried beans, but it's just like
Okay.
It's like mashed potato consistency.
Interesting. That might just be what refried beans is. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Okay, so I thought this was a reasonable amount of chickpeas to have every now and then and would last for quite some time. However, earlier this week I opened the cabinet because I wanted to make a vegetarian chili using 2 cans of beans, but all those beans were gone.
Whoa.
What the hell?
Bean thief.
Continued. I asked my girlfriend, and she told me she buried all the beans in the woods. What? At first thought, I thought she was joking, but she explained that she had buried the beans. Am I saying that word?
Buried? Yeah, you're saying
Why do I
it.
keep saying that?
Buried. That's like an old white person. I buried the beans.
At first thought, I thought she was joking, but she explained, no, she buried the beans in the woods. What the fuck? I asked her to explain, and she told me that she was afraid that if things got bad, we might have to worry about looters or whatever, and that the beans would be in danger of being stolen. I said I thought it was completely ridiculous and unlikely. She became angry at me and said she, quote, is protecting our beans.
What the fuck?
According to her logic, the beans are safely buried in the woods behind our apartment
I'm like
complex.
slowly sinking in my chair. Do you see me?
Oh, yeah, here. You were just sinking. According to her logic, the beans are safely buried in the woods behind our apartment complex, and if we ever need some beans, she'll go out to the, quote, stash and dig up a can or two.
See, I was thinking there's like a big yard or something, and like they just live out in the country. No, they're in an apartment complex, and they found some woods behind it and buried a bunch of beans. Someone probably watched her out their window with like a handful of beans, and then with a shovel.
More than a handful, dude. 30 cans worth. So she said she would go out to the stash and dig up a can or two, but I'd prefer if we save them all for, quote, if things get worse. I said, why only bury the beans? Why not bury our more valuable items? She said the canned food was most valuable for long-term means, and that since we get fresh food in our online deliveries, it would make sense to continue to stockpile beans. She intends to go bury more beans in the woods every week.
Weekly bean burying?
That's what it says.
And so now, like, she dumped him because he complained about the beans being buried.
That is my understanding, yes.
Wow.
I honestly, I thought there was going to be more to this. Like, I thought the story was going to have, like, a climax where he goes out to look for the beans, to find them himself, and she's actually taking the beans to, like, a weird cult thing.
Yeah, she's like a treehouse of beans.
Or maybe she's, like, cheating on him with a guy that lives in the woods.
Different beans.
It's like a Bigfoot guy.
It's their beans.
And he needs beans. And so she's like...
They're having like bean sex or something.
Oh, dude.
Bean sex. Yeah, but this is almost like... this is kind of a good ending, though. Because it's just like, it is what it is. She broke up with me because I got mad at her for... There's a voice crack. Because she got mad at her. She got mad at him for taking the beans. God damn.
I try and when I hear these like weird stories, I try and put myself in their scenario sometimes.
I don't.
And really think if a girl if a girl that I really like,
yeah,
finally there's this one girl that I've liked for a while. Kyle knows, and I'm just thinking if this girl in particular, one day just likes me and we start dating, and like maybe we've been dating for like 3 years, things are getting pretty serious, and then she starts like.
Burying beans
and taking them without my knowledge and like starts being really weird about it because it sounds like that she was kind of being secretive about this.
It's like she's sneaking behind your back and like what else is she sneaking behind your back? You know, she's burying beans behind you. She can't even tell you that she's gonna bury beans.
If she just wanted to bury beans, why didn't she straight up tell him I'm gonna go bury these beans?
Makes you wonder what's she doing after work. You know, or
why is it taking her so long to bury
the beans? Bury the beans. I don't know. Whatever. They're white though.
Oh, they're definitely
white. For sure white.
Yeah, there's no doubt in my mind.
Beans, man.
Also, something about oh shit. I wanted to talk about this.
Okay.
Have you ever tried to eat in the shower?
No, I've actually never eaten in the shower in my life.
But, like, have you ever taken a bite of food and then went to go get in the shower and your food is still in your mouth? You're chewing while you're in the shower?
No.
So you've swallowed everything before getting in the shower.
I typically swallow before I hop in.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dude, it's so hard to eat in the shower.
Well, yeah, you're all wet.
No, but like, just, it was so confusing. So I had a protein bar. And I was like in a rush. Well, no, I wasn't. I didn't have the bar in the shower.
John's just sitting under crying.
No. So I was in a rush and I got back from the gym and I wanted to eat a protein bar. So I took like a huge bite, which takes like quite a while to chew because it's thick. So I hop in the shower and I'm still chewing, but like I realized as I got wet, it becomes harder to eat it. Like, it didn't want to go down. And it kind of felt like, have you ever ate while at a pool? Or, like, at a camp in a pool?
Okay.
Or, like, I don't know.
I
You've
guess.
never eaten anything while you're in the water?
I don't know. No. Why would I be eating something if I'm in the water?
I don't know. Plenty of kids are, like, at a pool, and they're like, oh, my God.
I'll grab my hot dog and dive in. Yeah. No, I've never dove in with a dog in my hand.
Well, you should try, because it's weird how, like, my mind didn't compute what was happening, and I almost like couldn't swallow it.
It's probably steamy and it was getting like all thick in your throat.
Yeah, it was weird. It was like expanding in my mouth and got really like cementy, and I was like, and I was like,
you could have died.
I was trying to eat it. It was weird. So I don't know. Wet white people eating in showers.
Yeah, disaster.
It's a weird.
Probably
combo.
Smelled weird and couldn't swallow. Got cement in your mouth. Bad sight.
Well, yeah. So, all right. Well, moving on here. Like I mentioned earlier, on Wednesday, there's this Phase 5 video going up, and I wanted to remind you guys. I asked on Instagram if you guys want to be in the video. You have like 1 day left. So if you're listening to this when it comes out, if you want to be in the video, I'm trying to get a compilation of fans sending us videos basically a compilation of fans saying what they like about PIMS in like 1 or 2 sentences, 10, 15 seconds. Say, hey, I like listening to PIMS because
you fill in the blank.
Yeah, so maybe if it was me, I like listening to PIMS because I like it every time the camera goes to John's face, so I have to stop looking at Kyle's face because every time I look at Kyle's face, it makes me feel
now the camera's
queasy.
on my face because I'm talking now, so you're welcome to all the people that like watching me over John.
Yeah, so, yeah, whatever. Just send us a video. We'd appreciate it. But anyways, Kyle, we got merch coming soon.
Yeah, we do. When are we thinking that's going to be hitting the town?
Yeah, see, I don't want to give you guys this hard date yet, but
he doesn't want to give you the hard date.
Yeah, I want to make you work for it a little bit.
Give it to you soft.
But we have merch in the works. We have a merch website in the works. It's all like there. Like we've seen the samples. We just can't show you guys yet. But what we're gonna do is we've been coming up with some ideas. So I think we're gonna start with t-shirts, hoodies, and dad hats.
Daddy.
And it's gonna be sick. We got some other ideas for the future, but what we might do is start with the basics, and then maybe like 6 months from now or a couple months from now, release some more stuff to give you guys, some different options and some limited time things. But people have been asking for a while, and I'm excited because Kyle has the one. We ordered some
this is a long time ago.
PIMS shirts over a year ago now.
Early on.
But like people have been messaging us that they really want some, so they're gonna be really high quality. It's taken a while because one, we wanted to make our own website. We were thinking about there's different like Spreadshop and
Shopify.
Well, we are using Shopify now, but
Custom Ink.
Yeah, there's like all these websites where basically they do it for you, and that's fine. But to me, it didn't seem professional enough, and I wanted it to be like our own website, our own merch that like we're in control of and like making basically. So
So the shirts are pretty much gonna look like the one I'm wearing.
Yeah. So when we start, it's just gonna be our basic logo. It's gonna say Peak to Middle School. It's gonna look similar to the ones we have now.
Probably a little better quality.
Yeah, and the hoodies are gonna be everything is gonna be the main logo for now, but the hoodies are gonna be Champion. So they're gonna be really high quality hoodies, which is really sick. Like they're literally printed on the blank Champion hoodies, and then the dad hats. One of the versions is like a distressed one where it has
a little bit of rips,
like
it's like
stylish,
you're like your dad
rips.
and you've like been through some stuff.
Yeah,
like you might have worked a little construction and like you tore your hat a bit.
Yeah, I mean that's the look, but usually the people that wear that look are the people who have never
touched a hammer in their life.
Yeah. And then there's also just like a more traditional clean dad hat, like that one kind of. That's
not on camera. Yeah, it's just it's the white hat that I always fucking wear.
Yeah, but I'm excited, man. If you guys want the merch, follow us on Instagram. We will make an official announcement, giving you guys the website and everything when they are out. But yeah, I'm excited. So leading into the holiday season, you guys could potentially get yourself or someone else some PIMS merch.
Yeah, holidays might be kind of canceled this year, guys. So make your holiday special by buying our stuff.
Yeah. Hey, well, you're probably going to be spending less money going out and doing things.
That's facts. You got money to.
So you could spend like $30 on some PIMS stuff.
Maybe you're on unemployment. Maybe you haven't spent your stimulus check.
Who knows?
Got money to blow. Who knows?
But yeah. All right. Well, moving on here. Let's hop into the segments.
Let's do it.
So today we have A and F of the week and concentration.
Yep.
All right. Do you want to start?
Yeah. So mine are kind of 2 Fs, but I'm gonna spin this one into an A. I don't know which one. I'm just gonna say I have 2 Fs. Okay. So one of them is Daniel House, who, if you don't know who that is, he is on the Rockets. He's a basketball player, and he is now suspended for the next game because I don't know if he snuck.
Wait, is this your A? Because it's not sounding like an A.
I'm gonna make it my A because he shot a shot. All right. So somehow he got one of the people that's so the NBA has a bubble, right? So it's like you can't really come into the bubble. So like a lot of players, like they wanted to like bring people in. Some people brought their families in. They really made sure that they were bringing family members in and not like some girl that they just want to like fuck in their room, you know? So somehow this guy got one of the people that's testing them for COVID to go into his room. So some woman that's one of the COVID tester.
Oh, you said one of the guys. It's a woman.
Sorry. No, I'm saying one of the guys in the Rockets, Daniel House, got a woman, one of the COVID testers that's doing the like little swab thing. Somehow he hit on her. I don't know. But she went into his room. I don't know what business went down. But now someone found out, and now he's suspended for the next game. And he might get suspended for the rest of the playoffs because of that.
That still doesn't sound like an A to me.
It's an A because he went for it.
And I mean, it worked for one night until he got caught.
Yeah.
Yo, but like, there's got to be some thrilling aspect of knowing, like, oh my God, like, I'm hooking up with the lady that does my COVID test.
Yeah, and I don't even know how that goes down. You're just like, hey, you did my COVID test. Like, you're kind of hot. You want to come into my room?
That's probably exactly that. I mean,
pretty much.
I feel like if you're rich and famous, it's way easier to hit on people.
But he's not like a superstar.
Yeah, but
like,
he's still rich.
It's not like James Harden.
He's rich and famous, though.
Yeah.
Anyone who's in the NBA is considered, in my eyes, rich and famous.
But I'd say NBA, he's poor, though.
Okay.
Is he
like 12th man?
No, he's like a good player, but his contract is like, he signed like a 10-day contract and then signed like a little deal. Like I can look up his contract. It's probably like $1 million or like under.
Okay, but
like that's NBA poor though.
Okay, sure, but it does. I don't know. It's got to be easier to just hit on anyone when you are like a known athlete.
Yeah, and he's like 6'8" and like probably like he's in good shape, you know. So it's like,
is he attractive?
I'm not attracted to him. I could see how maybe someone might be attracted to him. He's not my type.
That doesn't really help.
I don't know.
I think anyone is attractive to somebody.
Okay, yeah, that's true because there are some people that like. Never mind. Daniel House, him.
Wait. Damn, he's freaking ripped. Wait,
he is. Yeah, he is.
Jesus,
he's 6'7".
Oh my God.
Oh, his salary is 3.4. He's 3.5 million. So he's pretty rich.
So he's doing okay.
Yeah, he's doing all right.
I don't know. I mean, I guess good for him. Yeah, for a day, and
he shot a shot. He got some.
Now he's not shooting any shots for a while.
He will be shooting a shot, continuing in his room. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Poor COVID lady, dude. She probably got fired.
Yeah, I mean, she should have known better, to be honest.
Yeah, but
especially if she's the one who's like a literal doctor. Like,
I don't think she's a doctor. She's like a nurse.
Okay, but if you're a nurse, you should probably know that I shouldn't be doing this, especially during COVID.
Well, yeah.
But, all right, my A this week is Logic.
Okay.
Because Logic announced, it's super cool. So he's been live streaming on Twitch a whole bunch, and he is basically doing... I'll just read his tweet. He said, "This Friday on my Twitch channel, I'll be creating the Twitch Tape Volume 1, where I make a bunch of beats and the fans will vote on the top ones they love. I will then arrange them in a zip file and release a link of all of them. What the hell? And release a link to them all in the stream for fans and rappers to enjoy for free."
Oh, so he's just giving people a bunch of beats?
Yeah, so he's going to make 12 beats, like a album of beats, but then they're going to be totally free and anyone can use them.
I wonder if he'll promote people that like make a song and he likes. That would be cool.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, then it's like a bunch of people are just gonna have the same beat
and it's
over
like
their song.
This is kind of useless. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it would. Yeah, it would be cool if, if someone can make like a good song pretty quickly, like in the first couple of days. Dude, if Matt can make a good song on one of the beats in the first couple of days and like get people to tag him.
Yeah.
But like Logic is so famous that I feel like. I don't know. There's famous to a certain level where you feel like you can actually get them to see it.
He's different level, yeah.
Yeah, kind of like all the guys that we tried to get on our podcast, like Josh Peck, Guy Fieri, Zac Efron, Eminem. Pete Carroll could have seen it.
Pete Carroll's like on that level a little bit, and then Brian Baumgartner as well.
Yeah, but did you know he is like a famous podcaster?
Yeah.
And his podcast is all about The Office.
Yeah, I know. I've wanted to check that out.
I just wonder, because there's his podcast about The Office, then there's also...
Oh, like Angela, right?
Angela and
Pam.
Jenna
Fisher.
They have one called Office Ladies about The Office. But I just wonder, how long can you like milk something like that.
Yeah.
Like, how long can you talk about the same 8 years of your life?
I don't know, but I don't blame him.
No, I mean, good for them, and I'm sure it's entertaining, but I would just feel like as a host, I would run out of content.
I feel like at some point you kind of move to something else.
Yeah.
Or maybe it's like, this is my podcast, but it's a side of Office.
Yeah.
Or the opposite. I don't know.
Who's your F this week?
So my F this week, we're keeping it in the sports realm. It's Odell. Because he's had a pretty shitty week.
Odell Beckham Jr.
Pun intended. Because apparently he likes to get pooped on, or he likes poop. I don't know. But there was this podcast a while back where there was these two ladies that were talking about how one of them like blew 7 of the Phoenix Suns like right in a row. And so I think these two ladies interviewed a different lady that was saying like, yeah, Odell.
Wait, the two ladies that blew guys,
Suns. Yeah.
They then hosted an interview?
They were on some podcast. I saw a clip of it. I don't know what it was, but they were talking to this other woman who apparently Odell was saying like, I want you to like send me selfies of you like shitting. And so she was like saying like she was sexily pooping, which I don't know how you do that. And then he said something along the lines of like, don't shower and like come over and like I want your underwear or something. Something about the poop realm that Odell is maybe into.
So he doesn't necessarily want someone to poop on him. That's not that like it's still weird, but it's not what I was thinking.
I mean, it's not out of the realm of possibilities that he likes a poop on his chest. I don't know.
Sure. It's also not out of the realm of the possibility that these girls are random, like, no-name Instagram girls that are trying to get some more clout because...
Well, I don't know. The people that... The other ladies, people know who they are. I don't know about the other one that was talking about the poop, but the other ones that blew the Suns, I think that actually happened because I don't think anyone's really denied it. And Odell's... He posted something on Twitter or on Instagram about, like, none of this shit's going to stop me, and everyone's gave him shit.
Because he said none of this
poop.
shit.
Yeah. And it's like, dude. And then I saw, like, a toilet. There's been so many memes about it, and it's been so funny. Like, someone opened their toilet, and it was the picture of Odell doing the one-handed catch, and it's like you shit onto his hand, and he catches it. Oh, man.
Bro, how can... I get that there's things that everyone has their own little thing they're into. Mm-hmm. Like, that, like, just romantically or sexually attracts them, and I just... How can you have something that weird?
I don't know.
Because I can kind of get like, oh, you like when it's like really aggressive, or you like if they like choke you, or like.
I can get that.
I can get it because you're like in the moment, you're like your animalistic side comes out.
Yeah.
But
and I could see maybe getting peed on. That's
dude,
like I'm not saying I don't want to. I'm not saying I want to get peed on.
I know.
I'm saying it might be like a nice warm sensation, maybe in the shower. I don't know. But getting pooped on, there's nothing good about that.
There's no redeeming
just
quality.
A warm log on your chest that smells.
But that's
terrible.
Warm too. It's warm too.
But it smells so much worse, and you know it's poop.
Yeah. What about? I'm trying to think of like other strange fetishes. If I could get into any of them.
Farting.
Like, no,
getting farted on.
No, farting. I'd rather get peed on than like farted on my face.
I would too. Yeah, I would. I would for sure shower.
I don't like feet very much. There's nothing romantic or sexual about feet.
Agreed.
What else? What other things are people into?
Hands.
I mean, hands are cool, but they're not. They're just neutral to me.
There's like specific parts of the body that people are super into, though. It's like they'll like look at your back or something and be like, "I love the shape of your back," or like the shape of your ears.
Yeah.
Or I don't know. John, you're into teeth.
Well, no, we've said it time and time again, but I immediately am like,
you go to the mouth.
Like I don't care what your face looks like. I'm like 99% more likely to be attracted to you if I like the shape of your jaw.
What if like one eye's here, and they just look like lunk, but they got nice teeth?
Well, no, but I'm just saying, if a girl,
hey, you guys,
if a girl, like if a girl is just an average looking girl with an average jaw.
Okay.
I'm not attracted, but if it's an average looking girl with a nice jaw, it's like it bumps you up like 3.5 points.
So, like, what kind of jaw?
I just
like how's my jaw? How's my jaw?
I don't know. You're not a girl, Kyle. You'll know when you see it. You see that girl and you just know.
I don't look at her jaw.
Okay, but that's not your thing.
Okay.
What do you said you like freckles or something, or
I feel like eyes. I would say eyes and smile, but I'm not like critiquing the teeth and the jaw. Just like if you just have like a nice pleasant face.
Okay. See, I don't care what your eyes look like. Maybe they.
I
she
really
could look
like
like
nice
Lunk.
eyes, though.
She
What?
could look like Lunk.
Her eyes are just all like Shrek or like fucking what's the guy from Monsters Inc. Randall.
Oh yeah.
His eyes are like
yeah.
okay.
All right. Well, my F this week is the Travis Scott burger from McDonald's.
I haven't ordered
so
it.
fucking stupid.
So it's essentially just a quarter pounder
It's a quarter pounder
with a side of
with
barbecue.
like 2 half strips of bacon on it, and then they give you like a side of barbecue sauce.
That sounds pretty good.
No, I mean, listen, I'm not saying it's not good. It's just the fact that McDonald's did a multi-million-dollar marketing campaign,
It's genius.
paid Travis Scott millions, I'm sure, and there was this whole campaign about, go say Cactus Jack sent you.
and
like
no one knows what that means.
Yeah, and like Cactus Jack is like his little, like his thing that's like his alias or whatever. I don't even fucking know. But like I saw these videos on Twitter of people at random McDonald's drive-thrus like, Cactus Jack sent me. And the workers are like,
What?
The workers don't even know what's going on. The
Yeah.
workers don't know the marketing campaign, but
They didn't get the word out well enough to their coworker or to
No.
the workers.
and it's just funny because it's a whole multi-million-dollar thing, and they did not change a single item on the menu. All they did was add 2 strips of bacon, throw in a side of barbecue to the bag, and then it's just a quarter pounder with fries.
That sounds good though. Like I would order that. That's better than anything else they have.
No, I would too, but I wonder if it's more expensive than if you get a quarter pounder with fries. Because if it's more expensive, that's some bullshit.
It might be. I don't know. Can you get barbecue sauce with fries? I don't know. Probably.
Yeah,
I don't know. But my sister said that in Spain, the McChickens have barbecue sauce on them.
That
That
actually
sounds
kinda
really good.
Not gonna lie.
Yeah.
The other night so Kyle and me and Willig and Shim were hanging out, and we got Willig got McDonald's.
Oh God, dude.
I was just looking at his McChicken, and it just like grossed me out so much. And it's sad because I used to love McChickens.
Well, you would also just down to Happy Meal.
No, yeah, I had eaten a Happy Meal in 2 minutes and a couple seconds.
Yeah.
But I used to love McChickens, and just the thought of eating that when I saw Willig eating it like actually made me sick to my stomach.
And then
I don't know why.
Then we went to Dairy Queen.
Dairy Queen's like not that trashy though.
No, it isn't.
But yeah, so you can go order the Cactus Jack if you guys want.
Don't.
I mean, I wouldn't. Shim did yesterday. He said it was good. So, I mean, I have no doubt that it tastes good. I'm sure it's great. I just
don't go to McDonald's. Like, it's not good. Don't.
Travis Scott is really like has not done a good job of like. I don't blame him because he's making bags off of it, but he's not done a good job of like having a good reputation in the internet sphere the last couple months because he had his Fortnite concert.
Oh, that was so annoying.
And so all the kids are like, "Oh my God, Travis Scott!" And he has his own skin in Fortnite, which made like the kind of older people not like him as much. And now he has this like ridiculous marketing campaign with McDonald's.
Yeah, he's lumped in with the Kardashians/Jenners, so he's on that level of doing annoying things.
Oh yeah. All right, moving on here. We got concentration. We got 2 left in here, and then we'll come up with some more. So we'll do these 2 today.
Concentration.
64.
Repeat. Why are your hands so sticky?
Why are your hands so sweaty?
I go first.
I go second. Your hands are so gross.
No.
Ew. God, I don't even want to touch him. Jesus. Fuck,
They're not
dude.
that bad.
They're so wet.
They're really no. Feel them.
Dude, they're wet.
No, they're sticky.
Okay.
I don't know why they're sticky.
I don't know either.
Our hands were like suctioned together. All right. Category is famous comedians.
Ooh.
Damn.
All right.
All right. Pete Davidson,
Joe Rogan,
Jimmy O Yang,
Dave Chappelle,
Jack Black,
Louis C.K.,
Will Ferrell,
Ari Shaffir.
I don't even know if like Jack Black and Will Ferrell
I
even
don't
did
know.
stand-up comedy. Yeah.
Bill Burr. I was just thinking
Dude,
of
I just don't watch a lot of comedy. What's that? Iglesias dude.
Gabriel Iglesias.
I was gonna say Enrique, but that's the guy that sings.
Sebastian Maniscalco. Bert Kreischer. Yeah. Tom Segura.
Yeah. I'm not a big stand-up guy. I like it occasionally, but I don't listen to a lot of it.
Yeah, it's grown on me a bit more than I used to enjoy it. But to me, a lot of the guys all like blend together.
Yeah.
Like a lot of the white comedians, They're all the same. They're all just the white comedian guy.
Yeah.
You know. All right. Dude, did you fucking... I hope...
I didn't write this.
God damn it.
I didn't write
it. I think Joe wrote this.
What is it?
Bones in the body.
Oh, shit. What? Can we do... we already done body parts, haven't we?
Bones in the body. All right?
All right.
Femur.
Humerus.
Collarbone.
Elbow bone.
Tailbone.
Finger bone.
No, that's...
I don't know bones. Feet bone.
I said real bones, though.
Rib cage. Sternum.
Oh, you just said two. What? You cheated. Sternum.
Finger bone. Toe bone. Foot bone. Nose bone. Orbital bone.
Teeth.
Teeth bone. Are they teeth?
Teeth are bones.
Penis.
Jaw.
Cranium. Skull.
Oh. Yeah, I don't got any more. So did you win that?
Tibia. Fibula.
Oh, tibia.
I think
fibia.
we both lost. I don't know. I definitely lost, but I just started naming.
What's your shin? Well, like, what's your lower?
That's the tibia and fibula.
Yeah, tibia
and fibula.
And then
they're together.
Yeah. Wait, what's the first one I said? What's like your
femur? Femur.
Yeah, femur.
Dude, if you break that, you're fucked.
Bro,
if you broke your femur, you're done.
Like, do you ever try and imagine what something would like the pain of something would feel like?
Yeah.
I've tried to imagine what tearing my ACL would feel like, and I can't. I've also tried to imagine what snapping my femur in half would feel like, and I can't. But I
think one of the scariest things is tearing your Achilles. For whatever reason, just the thought of that really scares me. Like, it just makes me
It's
cringe.
because, like, the Achilles is always so tight.
And you can see it. Yeah.
Yeah, you can feel it and see it.
Yeah. Ugh. And it's like a year recovery.
So you know how, like, when you flex your foot and it gets tight back there?
Yeah.
On your Achilles?
Yeah.
If it snaps and you put your foot in that position, is there just, like, nothing there?
Yeah, I think so. Because
Like,
I think
empty.
you can't walk because like you can't flex your you kind of have to walk with like your foot to the outside. Like when Richard Sherman tore his Achilles, he walked off the field and he was like he couldn't bend his foot.
I get that, but I just meant like to the touch. Is there just nothing there, or would it still feel the same?
Yeah, yeah, dude. I was watching American Ninja Warrior one time when I was younger, and this guy jumped and he tore his Achilles. He landed like his foot against a wall and it just bent. And you could see it snap, and it went up. It was disgusting.
Bro.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
let's move on.
On that note, we're gonna wrap this up here, guys. Thank you all so much for listening. I had a blast hanging out with my friend Kyle here.
I had a blast too.
We're sweaty, but the seasons are starting to change. So pretty soon we'll be cold and we'll be wearing hoodies every day.
Yeah. So if you're tired of seeing us in t-shirts, that'll change in like a month.
Yeah.
And you'll be tired of seeing the same 6 sweatshirts that I own.
All right, guys. Thank you all so much for listening. Be sure to drop a like if you're on YouTube. And if you're not on YouTube, go check it out. Go subscribe. Help get us to 1,100 subscribers. Also, leave a review on the Apple Podcast app. It helps us out way more than you guys think. You know, with the holiday season coming up, that's what I ask from you guys for a gift to me.
It's September, so...
Yeah, but like that's in like 2 months. So
all right.
You got 2 months to like think about it and let it marinate.
Mm-hmm.
And then by December, you better have left a review.
Okay.
But guys, yeah, there's new episodes every single Monday and Thursday. Kyle, where can they follow you?
Instagram at KyleSafford36. Follow the podcast at PIMS Podcast. Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. Yep.
You can follow me at Hey Narwhal on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. And we'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Bye.